cheekyricho's Mediterranean chicken legs with fruity couscous. It's a one-pot dinner made in the dream pot. Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's Mediterranean chicken legs cooked in the dream pot. Now this is a thermal type cooker. You cook it for a short period of time, pop it into the thermal outer shell and allow it to cook with no additional energy. It's a very good way of preparing camp food because you can actually travel with this in the cooker, and when you pull up for the evening, your meal is already hot and perfectly cooked. It's also low fat. The ingredients are in the recipe box below, so let's get started. This is our stainless steel dream pot pan. So we're just going to pop our chicken legs in there. So they've just been washed and trimmed of any excess fat, with our dried Italian herbs, a couple of chicken stock cubes, some salt, our homemade cheekyricho tomato paste using our little cherry tomatoes. That's really quite sweet and very concentrated. An onion just cut in half and just cut into sort of wedges. So that goes into a good pinch of black pepper or two. Now we've got some homegrown fresh basil and some parsley here. We're going to add that last thing because otherwise it'll go a little bit grey in the cooking process and you won't have the same flavours. And some fresh red bell pepper or capsicum, a tin of chopped Italian tomatoes. Now feel free to use fresh tomatoes if you have them, and just rinse out that container with a little water to ensure that you have got all of the tomato out of it, about a half a can, and that will also boost your stock. Give us a bit of a stir around. Now we're just going to put this on a medium heat and cook it covered for about 20 minutes. So first we're just going to pop our fresh cloves of garlic in there. So I've just peeled those. And what's left over in the garlic crusher, send it in as well. It's only going to be wasted otherwise, and by the time the cooking process is finished it will be well broken down and contributing to the stock. And just bring this to a gentle boil, and once it is simmering we're going to pop our lid on there and cook it for about 20 minutes. Poke it down, it's mostly covered. Those vegetables will render down and make some more juice, which will of course cover the chicken. Okay, now that's come to a gentle boil, we're going to pop our lid on, lower our temperature just to medium low, and cook it for 20 minutes before sitting it in our thermal cooker, our dream pot. Okay, 20 minutes later, this is what you should have. It's not quite cooked, but the sauce is thick and rich and delicious. You can see that. And now we pop our lid back on and carefully lift it into our dream pot. Now this is our dream pot. You lift the lid and you can see it's lined with stainless steel. It has an insulated canister around it, and the lid itself is also insulated. So just pop our chicken in there to complete its cooking and close the lid. Has a handle. You can carry it to your caravan, to your car, if you're tailgating, or to a potluck. So in a couple of hours time that will be ready to serve. In the meantime, I will show you how to make a sweet couscous to go with it. Over a medium-low heat, we're going to add our pine nuts and just give those a little toss around. We don't want those to burn, we just want to get a bit of colour on those. I'm not even going to, they're just dry roasted, but just on a very low heat. And then it's in with our water, dehydrated onion flakes, our vegetable stock cube, so this is actually a vegan dish, and our organic raisins. And mix that around until that comes to the boil. As you know, couscous is fairly quick to cook, but it will do its plumping of the raisins and absorption of the durum wheat grains as it cooks in the top of the chicken dish, and they'll be both perfect when they're served together. Just bring that to the boil. Okay, our stock has come to the boil now. We are just going to add our couscous, which is just chopped up durum wheat. Give it a stir through. Now that will plump up. Those raisins will absorb all of that lovely delicious stock. A little pinch of pepper. Heat off, and we're going to pop that on top of our Mediterranean chicken. So just lift the lid on our dream pot. Take our couscous, which has already started to plump up. Pop it in on top there. Give it a quick little flick with the fork. Make sure the peppers all combined. Lid on. 2 hours, dinner's done. Okay, it's been about 2.5 hours. It's time to remove our meal from our dream pot. There's our couscous. Just give that a fluff up. You can see those raisins have well and truly plumped up now. Oh, it smells really good. This is actually a vegan dish. This section here is a vegan dish. It's steaming hot. Out. And there's our chicken. And with our chicken, we're just going to pop our finely sliced basil and most of our parsley. We're just going to hold a little back for garnish. Give that a good stir around, and it's ready to serve. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. A YouTube user by the name of Scrub Grub has requested some more dream pot recipes. And now that the weather's getting a lot cooler here, we will certainly be accommodating that request. Lift it out now. It's time to serve our rich and hearty, lovely hot Mediterranean chicken legs. You could use any cut of chicken. It smells amazing. Serve this with some nice crusty fresh bread. And some couscous. Put that in there. So it's a lot easier to manage than pasta and a little different to rice. Sprinkle on top with our parsley. There you have it, Cheeky Richo's Mediterranean chicken legs with fruity couscous. It's a one-pot dinner made in the dream pot. Have a little taste, shall we? Just the right amount of spice in that. It's absolutely delicious. I'll show you how tender this chicken is. Cooked to perfection, moist and juicy as anything. With a rich, hearty sauce. Yum yum. Thanks for watching.